What's up, everybody, and welcome to Facts Not Included. This week's episode, we dive right into the newest Deadpool movie, Deadpool 2.
I think we need more beers in him.
Me too.
I think we need to be a little bit more
like
inebriated to begin an episode
Ted
of a
2
podcast.
already.
Ted 2?
Two. Ted. What? See, he's drunk already. He's had two freaking beers. That's like his third.
Oh, you said had to.
Yeah.
I thought you said Ted 2.
I thought he said that too.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking kid's inebriated. I don't think it's us. I think it's him. Oh my God. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Facts Not Included, the podcast. As we said before, we are going to be diving into Deadpool number 2.
We're back, and not a moment too soon.
He always loves to ruin. He always loves to ruin my intros, and he just knows how to do it.
How's that a ruin?
I was not done talking.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't done
What are you
talking.
gonna say next?
I don't know anymore because you fucking ruined it. I feel like I have to write everything down now before you just come in and go, or whatever the hell you just said. What did you even say?
So we're back, not a moment too soon.
That's not even cool. This is so fucking boring. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? This, as I said, see, like now I got to do it all over again because I'm not even comfortable. This is Facts Not Included. We're talking about Deadpool number 2, which we just all saw separately, kind of, in a way. I saw it with Mike. Antonio saw it by himself. What's up, guys? How's it going? Long time no see.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, what's going on? I mean, these Doritos.
It's fucking. This is Chips episode part 2.
Every beginning of every episode will be laced about a small, topic of food. We'll talk about potato chips for about 5 minutes before the actual real show starts.
This is very true. Before we do hit the episode recording, yeah, we are always
Sponsored by Doritos.
No, we're not. We're not.
Corona
no,
Extra.
No, we're not. We're not.
Disclaimer, not really.
I wish we were though.
We totally should be sponsored by one of these companies. I mean, we eat enough of it to.
that gamer fuel.
Oh yeah, damn right. Where's that Mountain Dew? Where's that?
I didn't buy any,
I bought-
unfortunately.
Actually, now that we're on the topic, what's your favorite Mountain Dew flavor? I haven't
Voltage.
Voltage. Is that the blue one?
Yeah,
Wait,
I voted for that one.
It smells like Jolly Ranchers.
That's why I love it. And Jolly Rancher Blue.
I don't
with raspberry.
have. I just like the standard. I don't really drink Mountain Dew that much.
Yeah, me either. I
So
haven't
just
had
the
Mountain Dew
standard
in
Mountain Dew
years.
is all I'm really familiar with.
And I've only had the green one.
More of a
so.
Dr Pepper kind
You
of.
never had Code Red? Code
No.
Red's a classic.
No.
Code Red's a classic.
No, I thought I was going to lose all my sperm. You know,
Oh, yeah.
that whole idea of that. I don't know if it's true or
You
not.
can't be too careful.
It's true, Mike. You can never be too careful. And I'm talking about a guy that's never too careful, Mr. Deadpool.
That's
Hey, that's the opposite. Yeah, it's the
entirely
opposite.
wrong.
So,
entirely wrong.
so we checked out Deadpool. Mike and I went to go see it on Friday with our good friend Andrew Lopez. What's up, Andrew? How's it going? And Antonio saw it
out.
on Thursday with his little Astoria friends. Am I correct?
Yeah, I just saw it with Chris.
Oh, just one guy?
Well, Chris and a couple other people, but they're not from Astoria, so.
That
Queen Squad.
totally ruins the
Yeah.
intro. Well, so what you think? Because I have some things to say. You might not like me after.
He thinks his opinions are edgy.
Yeah, yeah.
No, they're not that edgy.
So,
but-
so when I came out of the theater, I was like, oh, I love this movie. And then when he came out of the theater, he texted, it was all right. So
Yeah.
when Peter says it's all right, it was like,
Something's wrong.
he's gonna give this a
Something's
6 or a 7.
no.
He's like,
we'll
I'm not
see.
sure if this is better than the first
He's
one.
gonna be
I was
harsh
like,
and critical on it.
We'll see. Mike, you seem to have liked it when you got out of the theater.
I did, and it didn't take me too long to formulate, like a cohesive thought, like kind of like where I overall ranked the movie, like comparing it to the first one. But I thought it was overall a lot better than the first one. Not that I thought the first one was bad in any way. I really enjoyed the first one too, but I think the second was like an improvement in every kind of single way, so to speak. Definitely way better. So I liked it more.
No for me, but
Really?
I don't know why. I do know why. We'll get into that in a minute. But like,
I'm actually really shocked.
Overall, I did love this movie. Okay, love is probably not the word. I liked it a lot. On a scale of like, love, great, good, it's at a good. And I feel like the first one I loved it, and this one is. We can get into it later. Some of the jokes Just I felt like some of them didn't work in areas. They didn't feel like they belonged, and I wanted it to be really serious. They just threw in a little joke here and there. I don't know if it was too nice cars driving by. I don't know if it was to alleviate the tension in some cases, or it was just like we don't really give a shit about how you feel. We just want to just land jokes, and so I don't know what it was. There were just moments like that in the movie. But the movie overall works. Like, I had a lot of fun with it. I don't hate the movie.
Right.
It's just not my favorite Deadpool movie. I feel like the first one was so
the two,
epic.
yeah.
The first one was so, like, literally knee-slapping funny. I just remember sitting in the theater just laughing hysterically at every little moment. This one, I found myself doing that, but, like, not as often. And maybe I was looking too much for the, like, non-stop comedy to work constantly. Right. I don't know what it was, but it works for me.
Do you feel like some of the jokes felt flat? Is that kind of like your biggest
criticism? Not so much flat, because flat would mean like they didn't work at all.
Right.
I just feel like some of them were misplaced. For instance, a good solid one for me that I can remember right now is towards the end of the movie where Juggernaut and oh my god, what's his face is fighting.
Cable? Or
No, Colossus are fighting. And then you hear Ryan Reynolds going, "Oh, there's a big CGI fight." I'm like, I know that, and like, don't take me out because now I'm gonna look for the fucking shit. Now I'm gonna look how bad this.
I like that though.
I know you like that,
Yeah.
but it threw me out because I'm just like,
well, it's honest.
I think it's because you're a very technical guy. Like you're.
I'm looking for that stuff anyway.
Exactly.
And so now that you're telling me to look for it,
That's
you stare at
why.
it.
That's why. Yeah.
made me go, "Oh, well, look at that. They made a mistake there."
Yeah, exactly. You're a very technical person and a person who really dives into cinematics.
Could be that.
So like you look for that anyway, like you said, and that's why it took you out of it.
I know when we left the movie, your biggest kind of like the first kind of like negative thing you brought was the CGI. Like,
no.
It was total ass.
But
the one with like the car,
I did
the Prius like
gas
collides
station?
to the gas station.
Oh yeah, that was
like, that's
pretty
total
fun.
dog shit.
I did defend it though because I'm well aware of the movie's budget. I'm well aware that the first movie had like a budget of like $50 to $60 million. This one probably had a little bit more or a little bit less. I don't. Or maybe we're on the same ballpark. So like it didn't bother me much, but it was a clear like notice, because I didn't feel like I had that in that first movie. I feel like they cleaned up a lot of that type of stuff in the first movie, but it's not a gripe towards the movie anyway. It was the first thing I did mention though, which I guess could say that I maybe don't have a lot of issues with this movie, and that was like my first issue with it. The story with I love the love story with him and Vanessa, and the whole idea that the whole heart thing and that he's not quite in the right place. Did that work for you guys?
Oh yeah,
It was
yeah,
cliche. Like I don't know. I think maybe that's intentional. I don't know. I could be wrong. It's just it felt kind of like that whole I guess that trope of the love interest dying and there's like revenge, and I just feel like it was very overplayed. But I think that's it may fit into what the movie's about. Yeah, because it's a parody movie, so it may be kind of intentional. So I can't be too hard on that.
I think it was very intentional. Because just the way the opening credits work, it was like, wait, they acknowledged the fact that he killed her, so it was like a huge joke.
His recklessness killed her. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So, it worked for me because the movie tends to dive into two parts. It dives in the part of him and Russell, and then him and Vanessa.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of criticism could come out of this is technically two movies in one, and it's kind of hard to follow it. But for me, in reality, it's just like him wanting to, like the beginning part is him trying to get back with Vanessa since she's dead.
Yeah,
and his
trying
redemption,
to save Russell to
redeem himself. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
exactly.
I understand what you're getting at. I don't think it wasn't hard to follow the movie, but it did maybe feel a little like misplayed. No, like just like the plot, like the storyline kind of got like
deviated a little bit.
Deviated.
Yeah.
That's the right word I'm looking for. Deviated between the Russell plot and the Vanessa plot.
Right.
But what did you guys think of like Russell is not a villain, anti-hero, redeemed hero?
I think the kid that plays him does an excellent job of playing that character who's clearly
confused,
tortured,
scared,
unsure, all that type of stuff. I mean, I didn't know he was gonna have an Australian accent, so I was just like, wait, that's
New
fucking
Zealand,
cool.
actually.
New
It's,
Zealand accent. Okay,
Maury?
probably. I'm not too sure about
Maori.
that.
Yeah.
But I was not.
I'm pronouncing that
I was
right.
not aware of that before the movie, so I was just like, "Oh, that's cool. That's a cool twist that you don't get much in movies." Like I was expecting him to just have an American accent,
American
whatever.
kid,
you
yeah.
know,
Some
'cause
bad American
why
kid.
why have an accent? What's
Yeah.
the need? But it was cool that he had one.
It gives his character a little uniqueness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It gives the character personality, just like some fat kid from New Zealand. You know?
And they play on that whole
Fat
like, have you
awkward
ever
kid.
seen a fat superhero? And so
I have
who?
faith.
Well, let's make a Faith movie. No, but like
tonight.
They're making it eventually.
Boogie 2988 movie.
Fast.
Let's. Oh my god. Well, he's losing weight fast, so he's got only a little bit of time to do that. But no, but the kid plays a good role. He plays the character pretty well. The whole idea that I kind of wanted more background from him. Not that there wasn't enough. I just wanted to delve further into his torture. Like I wanted to see more of that.
Character.
It's
You never
not-
really got.
it's not the movie's
you know,
fault.
The estate
It's not-
was
that's
like
not
this-
what the movie was about.
The estate was like this whole, behind the facade. It was like this dark and torture facility. Pretty much, they were like abusing like the mutant
I kind of
children.
want to see a movie on that.
Yeah,
yeah,
Like, I want to go. Like they didn't, I mean, they make the jokes. The headmaster's like a pervert,
Yeah,
creep,
that
but
was
they
so
never go
funny.
into more detail. Like
here's-
what's going on.
What the fuck? Okay, I get it, but like, do we need 12 pervert jokes about the headmaster and his goons?
Oh, that was so funny.
Like, they're funny. No, they were pretty funny, but like, I didn't get that they were perverts. I got that they were like assholes, but not so much that they raped these kids or like fondled them. Like I felt like some of that times that those are those jokes. Some of
I
those
think it's
jokes
more
that
part of
don't
the
work.
edgy humor.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of fits in that. They don't really imply that they like.
I do like when
sexually
Cable
abusing them.
takes a part of it, and he at the end of
He's
it,
like,
he
even
he-
moves like a pervert.
yeah, that was.
I love that. That one I love.
I was
That
dying.
was so great.
Yeah, no, I never got that feeling. Like I think they were just trying to imply it as edgy humor, but I don't think they ever implied that they were actually like sexually abusing them. I think it was more of just like torture and just general abuse.
And,
yeah.
and I think the joke behind that is, or the meaning behind the joke is that they took pleasure in torturing the
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
So that's a perverse type of thing.
Oh,
So
I see.
get what they're
They didn't
trying to
mean
get.
just pervert as in a
like
rapey guy.
yeah,
Perverse,
pedophile type
twisted.
shit.
Yeah. No, the joke was played that way.
Good point.
Yeah.
I didn't see it that way. I kept thinking
Right.
like
Actual
fingering
molesters,
kids.
Yeah. Which is surprising because you usually take the deeper detail.
I do.
And meanings
Joy's
of things.
purveying these
Well, in
details.
some ways, that is the deeper detail.
Why did you?
And take two.
All right. Next topic.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't know why I said that. But anyway, I feel like it worked. It worked for me. What was it that I was gonna say that fucking okay? Do you feel that this movie? Because I kind of this is what I feel.
Right.
I feel like the first movie had the opportunity, but chose not to do it. I felt like the first movie had the opportunity to go so over the top with like the cursing and with the and with the action and the language to like, oh yeah, we're like one of the first big R-rated like comic book movies in a long time. Let's let you know it.
Right.
The first one didn't really do that. I feel like the second one was like, yeah, look what we got away with in the first one.
It was
Let's
more
fucking go
extreme,
crazy
yeah.
in the second one.
Yeah.
And that slightly bothered me, and I was like, I felt like they were just using.
Trying too much?
I felt like they were just throwing
Maybe.
everything they can just to get away with things.
Uh-huh.
And some of them didn't work, some of them did. It's just like, I don't know.
Give me an example of stuff that did and did not.
I mean, I can't give you right now, which makes me look bad. But like, there are specific scenes. There are some scenes that, like, again, I curse all the time. I don't care. Like, I don't care
Right.
about them cursing. It's
Right,
just
right.
if it's like, there are scenes where it's just like there's like 12 curses. Was that necessary? Like, did you just do it to do it, or did you do it because it needed to? Did it fit the story? I don't know.
Right.
I don't care in all honesty. Like in the grand scheme of things, it's just like story wise, like was that necessary? In the first movie, I didn't feel like they did that as much. This one, I think they did it a little too often.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just picking little stupid shit just to make it feel
Okay,
like.
okay.
But no, again, I do really like this movie.
So give me instances where you truly loved where they hit the comedy and like where you just genuinely love the film for being a film, like a
I
scene.
love the scenes with Cable,
Okay.
and or with Deadpool or not,
Right,
with
right.
Russell, anywhere, and then Domino steals this movie from me.
She's amazing.
That's great.
And then we can get more into like the whole XForce stuff later. But like, yeah, anything with the team. When we got into,
Just Deadpool interacting with his like team.
Yeah,
not in the XForce specifically. I'm just saying like the people.
The
around
team
him.
stuff works.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
They built the whole thing around family, so I would
Yeah.
hope. I would
It's
hope.
a family movie.
Yeah.
There you go.
The first time, though, I do love the love story. The first time we had that little like fucking water scene where he's going into like he can't touch her.
Right.
You know, that was just like, what the fuck's happening?
Right.
And I was just very like weirded out. I wasn't like, this shouldn't happen. I was just like weirded out. And then as it kept happening, I was like, oh, this is a thing that they're going to play with in the movie. Right. This is a theme here. So I was like, okay, cool. But anything that had to do with the team, anything that had to do with the just the main story pretty much worked for me. Almost 100%. Right. So like, yeah, those are those areas for me. I don't know. The jokes, I mean, I'm sure you guys felt that some jokes were just, you felt like every joke worked for you? I mean,
It's a good majority.
I was going to write down which ones didn't work.
Yeah, I think
douchey.
I think most of the jokes worked. I think they landed pretty well. I laughed a lot.
I laughed more than I didn't laugh. So
me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you were sitting next to me. I was laughing. I was laughing like throughout the whole movie.
You enjoyed it, I can tell.
There were just moments where I was just like, I don't know. Like,
And I think
that's any movies like that.
because
Granted, I did give Deadpool a 10 out of 10, the first one.
you did.
Yeah.
I think this movie is a perfect like alleviated pain from what happened with Infinity War, because a lot of people felt a lot sad and a little depressed a little bit about it, and then you watch this and you're like, wow, your spirit is uplifted a little bit. So I think it's a good,
Surprised by only one Infinity War joke. That was it. I expected to be a little more. I thought there'd be more Infinity War like gags.
Well, I mean, they kept
it wasn't the joke that we got in the trailer.
Which one was that?
It's the same words, but he didn't say it in the same place.
What do you mean?
He says something about Thanos.
Yeah.
He doesn't say it in the trailer. He says it like someplace else, I think. Mm-hmm. And in the movie, he says it near the school.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, they changed that.
What was your favorite one-liner you can remember from this movie?
A one-liner?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a solid question.
What's yours?
The one he goes like, "Pump the hate brakes, Fox and Friends."
Oh
yeah! Yeah.
Our theater liked that one a lot.
That one
I
is
do
good.
like that one a lot. Like, that's brutal.
Yeah. Though the political jokes landed really well in my theater. Yeah. It was really good. A lot of the brutal stuff, like the more graphic, like
violence,
the death scene type of things, like where he's like heads are being slashed off and stuff.
In the beginning when he fights with the gangsters.
That
I like that.
That one was like ugh, and like when he breaks his back a little bit, really kind of also hit my theater a lot. The XForce stuff, like I'm really wanting to talk about the XForce.
Yeah,
stuff.
saying XForce is a big highlight.
That was phenomenal.
The tragedy of the XForce.
Well, here's one that I just looked up one. Here's one that I missed in the movie. Deadpool goes, and that's why Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants is pure pornography.
I didn't remember.
And then Dupinder says, wow. And then that's when Domino goes, I should have stayed in college. You remember when she said that?
Yeah, and I remember when she said that.
So I missed that in the movie, but apparently it happened in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess it was in the truck while they were like...
No, it was in the taxi cab.
Taxi cab. Okay.
When
I
should have called when they went to the XMen, the mansion.
Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. I missed that, too.
Another good one was...
That's fucking great.
The one where Cable, in the prison, Cable kind of has him... He's like grabbed him. He's like, "Are you sure you're not from the DC universe?" It's really dark.
They played this joke twice, and I love this joke. The fanny pack joke about Cable.
Yeah.
And he's holding a giant fucking futuristic fanny pack.
Yeah.
Those jokes fucking landed for me. I don't know why. They just worked so much. And come on, that scene where he has baby legs.
Oh my god!
So his little baby human man penis comes out. It was just the fucking weirdest thing. And then when he gets up and shakes Cable's hand or whatever.
He's like, oh, he's doing it. He's doing it.
It's pure greatness.
Weirdness. So it was funny. Yeah, that was like the bizarrest scene in the movie by far for me. And he has the baby legs. It's like,
The end of the movie when all that like serious shit starts happening, where he gets shot and he's dying. And then he's laying down. He goes, "Oh, I hope they got that in slow motion."
Yeah.
That fucking, I was dead.
That was so. I mean, I liked it, but it was like another super intentional, obviously cliche. The whole like.
Yeah, they're
dying,
gonna reverse
Yeah.
this.
in a way.
Which is why they played on it.
I thought he wasn't gonna die at all. Like he couldn't.
No.
He was trying to not like he was literally just trying to like pass away, and he was like impossible. I thought that was
Yeah.
gonna be the joke.
Oh.
He's like, "Fuck it, I can't die."
Yeah.
That was pretty
He's
good.
gonna get up.
But
You go.
I just love that. The whole playing on the, in every movie, there's like this dramatic fucking death scene, and they talk to you for 5 minutes, and he just kept doing that. I just love that. I love that they played on it. But then he actually does die, and then for some reason,
I guess the reversal.
Cable's like, "Fuck it, I'll just stay here.
Yeah.
I'll just use this."
See, this is like a background thing, like a comic book background thing. I was very confused that so they didn't. I don't know if you guys know, but like Cable's and the storyline with the Messiah complex, right? Cable's daughter is technically like one of the new mutants in the story, and she's really, really strong, like in comic book universe. So I was like, when they killed her, I was like, oh, so it can't be Hope. And then he name drops Hope. I was like, what? That was very, very strange to me, but it was cool. It was
Guess
cool.
we'll never see her.
Yeah,
Because
that's
she's alive in the
Yeah.
universe, but she's not.
another
Future.
right. And another great joke that landed was how he constantly brings up how come the studio doesn't give us enough money. We made a ton of money for them
For more X-Men.
Yeah, for some more X-Men.
Oh,
And
that was great.
And they closed the door.
That was great.
So I hope in Dark Phoenix it's a continuation of that, where like they show him closing the door.
It's just that angle.
Yeah,
That'd be
That'd be pretty
pretty
cool.
fantastic.
So we don't. I kind of wanted, not that it matters now, but it would have been cool to like mention Cable's dad.
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
know?
saying, yeah.
that would have been cool. His dad's Cyclops, so like it really would have been really cool to be like, you know, oh, I'm gonna go see my daddy. You know, something like
Yeah.
some stupid line like that, because
Yeah.
it's a stupid movie. So I could have seen them doing something dumb like that. But maybe in the third one, if there's a third, I'm pretty sure there'll be.
No,
a third.
there-
I read
Yeah,
something about it's in production. It was weird 'cause I remember reading an article a couple months back that Ryan Reynolds was like, I don't want to do a third movie because I don't know where else there is to tell Deadpool's story. And then I was reading like a couple of days ago, it was like Deadpool. I see Wikipedia, so who knows?
Right.
It said that
I doubt it.
Deadpool 3 is in productive development.
Everything's in development, Mike. But the question is, has Fox greenlit it? Probably not.
Not yet.
Um,
Yeah, it just came out Deadpool 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure like in a month or so they're gonna be like Deadpool 3 is coming out in 2021, you know, or
They'll probably
2020.
get Deadpool 3. Yeah.
I would love to see it. I feel like they can go many, many, many places, especially with the given team that we have now.
Yeah, it works.
And going about teams,
All right, so
The X-Force.
we're gonna go.
we were so fucking like hyped
I
to
was
see an
hyped to
X
see
Force.
X-Force.
Yeah.
Because like if you've read the comics or if you know anything about the characters,
Well, okay, I didn't know anything about the X-Force. I was just
Yeah.
hyped to see, his
right, no, of
ragtag
course.
team, Peter W. And,
but if you know
and
anything
Co.
about the characters, like you're like, all right, cool, they're pretty solid characters.
Yeah.
They're a pretty cool team, and they're dead. like
Like,
what the fuck?
It was so funny. That was like,
so terrible.
And they hyped us up in the trailers,
I know.
and they said that
yeah.
they're getting assembled, and it's like, what?
yeah, and they it was like the perfect team. They were like a family. They were
Yeah.
like they really meshed well together.
Yeah, got along.
you know, and then they all die. I was like, whoa.
Oh my god.
They'll die in the opening insertion.
I was like, wait a minute. They couldn't pay Terry Crews money.
Right, yeah. I'm curious how much he got paid to be in this movie for being in it for like what 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Curious of how
he
much
has
he got
has
paid.
probably the lamest of the X-Force deaths.
yeah.
Here's what bothers me.
Brad
Pitt. Here's a yeah, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt on the side of the street on fire.
Like we always wanted to see Brad Pitt as a superhero, and then fuck he is, and he's dead.
He's a chart piece of shit inside the room.
It's like maybe Vanisher's gotta wait. No, he's dead.
Here's what pissed me off about the Terry Crews thing, and it's like you fucking had him in the trailer, kicking ass, and you don't fucking like
And then
you
he's
fucking.
his
That was a
face is
big
the side of a
ruse.
windshield of a
Right,
bus.
he's fucking dead.
You know what I love? That
So
scene?
mad.
He just die. Like you don't even know if he's dead because you have the ER teams going.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's a solid point.
It was so funny. Shatter start dying. He's like, oh, I guess he's not better than us at something.
Oh, when he went, I was like, holy shit! He just turned into goo, into green goo.
the hair.
Yeah, the little pieces of hair. Oh my god.
Oh, the guy who
And then,
spits acid.
and then Peter,
Oh,
fucking.
man.
A soul. of my own.
X-Force. We're X-Force.
They
I
tried
didn't even know. Today with Peter, I didn't even know he like died until like a minute later. Because like the other guy gets pulled into the wood chip.
the acid dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even see what happened.
You most useless fucking character. He just spits acid.
Where the fuck is
Peter loses his arm. That's what happened.
And he died.
Yeah, he just got spit on and he lost his arm. But I think that's how he just died. He just lost enough blood.
Yeah.
Fucking great. Oh, another great moment in this movie is when he's riding around in Professor X's wheelchair.
Oh, that was great.
I was just like, no one picked it up in our theater right away.
No one did in mine
I'm
either.
like, what do you think he's on? Like, he's just fucking levitating? And then when they showed the wheels, everybody was like, "Whoa!" I was like,
and then
idiots.
And Cerebro, too. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah, and he fucking breaks it. He breaks the fucking thing. So, like, what in this movie, what really, really fucking worked for you, Antonio? Like, what stands out?
X-Force.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh, favorite character. That's really funny. Favorite character for specific reason is Yukio.
She says two things.
I know, but
She's Asian.
Not that. It's not what most people are gonna think. Why? It's more because of when I went to go watch the movie, I was watching it with a friend of mine, right? And with two friends, right? Besides Chris, and every time she showed up on screen, it's more of the
boner time.
No, it's more of the inside joke between us about how I like Japanese culture and stuff like that.
Yes, you do.
So, like subculture. Oh, gee.
No, go on.
Yeah. And how I like Japanese subculture.
You can't hear that on the headphones. So.
Okay.
I mean, good.
How I like Japanese subculture. So it's like a huge like insider joke. Mm-hmm. So every time she was like, "Hi, Wade," I would look at my friend and then smile, and he was like, "Oh my god, this is terrible."
The weeaboo bait.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I thought it was funny.
My favorite, I guess, like
Maybe she's a trap.
Stop it.
don't talk like
I mean, I don't know.
it's possible. It's Deadpool.
She's she's just dating a Negasonic
That's
teenager.
true.
Warhead. Whatever.
She's her trap.
My favorite character be Dopinder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he was
so
really good. He
funny.
came back hard,
Oh,
too.
he's so
Favorite Dopinder moment was when Pete gets the
Yeah,
fucking
he
job.
was like, fuck,
Motherfucker. Fucking best
I
moment.
want him to be an X-Force.
Yeah.
I wanna see
like,
him
like I mean, he could be the driver still.
We're going to getaway driver.
Yeah, he could just give him a better car though.
When they're doing the epic superhero run-in, he was running with them.
Doesn't he run in front of them or some shit?
Yeah, he runs in front
Oh
of
my
them, too.
God. He was great. My favorite character is Domino.
oh,
I mean, Deadpool, of course, he's gonna be everybody's favorite, but Domino, she works because her whole character is based on luck. And
So
the
stupid.
way they wrote it though works perfectly.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the
absurd,
best
yeah.
part of that, the best part to like to describe is when she lands on the panda, like fucking falling from the sky. She's fine. She lands on a panda that's fucking at a car dealership or something, and she just lands on it and just comes out of it like nothing's happened. And so they wrote her character extremely well. She's the steal for me in this movie.
Yeah. Zazie Beetz.
Zazie Beetz, yeah.
Is an amazing actress. Like I
She's
just
in
finished,
Atlanta.
I know. I just finished watching season 1, and she's phenomenal. Wow, I can't speak.
Words elude me.
Yeah, exactly. She's just amazing in that. So when I found out she was the one playing Domino, I was even more hyped, and she takes away the movie.
She did a really good job, the
She's
actress.
fantastic in this
She
movie.
was.
And it's weird because when they were promoting this movie, there's a lot of posters with Cable, Deadpool, and then Domino, and giving you the idea that these are going to be the three main people, and that's exactly what we got. I didn't know that going in. I was like, wait, how are they going to fit her in this? How are they going to... Because the hard thing enough is having to fit Cable in. Because Cable comes literally out of nowhere. Yeah. You know, he literally just shows up, you know? And, you know, they fit him in pretty nicely. But my thing was like, how the fuck did he know where the prison was? But I guess he knew because of the future, maybe.
Future, yeah.
Like maybe the prison's in the same spot, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
And then, you know, fine. But like they fit Domino in really nicely. Did you guys feel like, you know, okay.
You okay?
Real question.
Right.
Would you stick a pen?
No. Absolutely not.
He knows. Did you not see the movie? Mike, would you stick a pen in your prison pouch?
Absolutely not.
Your asshole.
Stick it up your ass.
That's where Russell kept that pen the whole time, which is why every time they joked about the pen, I was dying. He was like, "Oh no, this one's a little more, it's a little wet, you know."
I didn't pick that up.
You never got?
Hepatitis.
Yeah. The fucking
I
kid
see.
had a pen up his ass the whole time. Because, where else are you going to put it?
He
Mike?
stabs it with you.
Russell is, he's a pretty solid kid. I love him.
Yeah,
I love
he's
him.
great.
I kind of want to see more of him.
Yeah.
I want to see more of him. Too bad he's dead. No. I do want to see more of him.
Solid anti-hero.
He was nice.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
I don't know. I want to see him with a suit. I want to see all these things.
Yeah, I want
You want to spin off
Yeah.
I want
the
him
kid.
to be in the X-Men films, but he probably isn't gonna be in there since
Is Deadpool part of its own universe, right?
it's part of the X-Men universe. But we don't know what the timelines are at all because
Fox doesn't care about timelines. You think
Yeah.
they give a shit?
no, but exactly.
They've never cared.
Yeah, that's
They've
true.
never given a shit about timelines.
Yeah.
Which is why none of these movies, when you watch them in order, really make much sense. Like, there's like little
Only
holes
MCU
here.
makes sense, right?
Different characters pop up here. Different people are playing different characters. It's just like we're just like making movies, which is fine. Let them do that. Let the MCU be the end all be all of of canon. But
Still waiting for Deadpool's entry into the MCU.
It's probably gonna happen eventually.
I think it's gonna happen eventually.
If they
X-Men
work out
deal gets secured.
the X-Men deal gets secured.
oh no, what's gonna happen? Yeah, what's gonna happen? All that's gonna be rebooted.
You think there'll be a
Because how easiest thing to have an issue with is have you ever seen the original X-Men movies, which I think are even those are retconned anyway now technically.
Some of them,
Again, it doesn't make any sense. But there's a lot of court hearings and a lot of military proceedings and stuff regarding mutants. Well, that's never happened in this universe,
The
and
MCU,
so how? Wait,
Well,
what?
really,
How
mutants
is?
aren't really MCU, right? Mutants
You can't say the word mutants.
Or
That's the other
mutants,
thing.
right?
They're
Copyrighted, right?
I forget what they call them in MCU,
Humans,
but
right? Humans?
no, that's a whole different thing. They don't but they don't. Oh, enhanced. They call them enhanced people.
Yeah, humans.
So when you remember in Age of Ultron when Scarlet Witch and her brother escaped,
But they're mutants,
they were
right?
the enhanced have
They're
escaped.
mutants, right?
Yeah.
Technically.
Yes, in the comics they're technically mutants, but you can't say it, so it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Which is why he's also in the X-Men universe. They for some reason share the character, and it's just.
So he was in
I feel like if you're gonna if the Fox deal goes through, that's all got to be rebooted. You gotta reboot all that.
Yeah.
It'll make no sense.
We'll reboot the X-Men portion, right? And then
Yeah.
just tie them into the MCU.
Yeah.
So it's already been
If they
established.
even want to do that, they may want to keep it separate. That's another cool thing they could do. They can keep it separate. I'm cool with that. But fans are gonna be like, what was the point in buying it? I don't care. Just as long as good movies are being made.
Yeah,
That's all I care about.
Yeah,
That's all I care
exactly.
about. Yeah. One great thing that I liked about this movie is that since the XForce is a thing, and since Colossus is trying to make Deadpool an X-Men for the long time, they somewhat showed his X-Men uniform in when he got blashed with Ash. And I don't know, Mike, if you've seen his X-Men uniform.
Colossus X-Men?
No, Deadpool's.
I only remember the trainee jersey he had.
Right. But
Yeah.
in reality, when he does join them, he has when he joins X-Force 2 as a leader of it in the comics, he has a black and it's a dark grayish, and then black uniform, and then you kind of see it
Interesting.
when
really?
he gets hit with Ash.
Oh, really? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Does he wear it over his red jumpsuit, or does he wear the gray thing? Is a different thing entirely?
No, it's just in the movie. It's just Ash on his suit.
I see. So it's like a it's like an Easter egg sort of.
Yeah, it's
I
like
see.
it's like a little Easter egg.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah. Just
But in the
pretty cool.
comics, does he wear a whole different suit outfit or?
Yeah. It's
What's this?
Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
It looks like this. This is what it looks like.
Oh yeah, that's why it was all fucking black and white.
Yeah,
right?
that's why it was
Interesting.
I was curious as to why they did that. I was like, wait, why is he not there wasn't even an ounce of red showing.
Yeah.
They totally did that to
to show homage to his X-Men uniform.
His X-Men
That's cool.
His X-Force.
That's
X-Men
awesome.
uniform. Yeah.
I had no idea about that.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's cool.
You know what I do like about this movie? It's I know you're gonna be like, but it's undertones of queer representation. It's really interesting. Like you got the lesbian couple.
Mm-hmm.
You got like the fucking headmaster basically saying like, you know, I'm gonna get this out of you, which is kind of like a thing that was like done in like
Analogy to homosexuality.
yeah, like we're gonna get this out of you. We're gonna get this out of your
yeah.
system, you know, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like not sure if that was done on purpose, but I feel like
Maybe.
they did a good job with that.
I mean, the whole joke, and it's actually like dropped by Deadpool. He says like the X-Men is a dated reference
Yes.
to 60s
Yeah.
pretty much culture,
Racial,
politics.
yeah. And so this movie does a oddly good job dealing with tension in
Yeah.
our political current climate without getting into it.
Yeah.
They do a pretty decent job of touching on that.
To bank off of that, I think it's really funny. Now that I remember what Mike said was my favorite one-liner is when Domino says, "Isn't that a little bit redundant for the XForce?" And he goes to Peter, "Well, I didn't ask your for your opinion, Peter." And he's like,
Right,
what?
instead of going to the woman
Yeah, exactly.
who was speaking in the room.
like,
That's a good point
He's
there.
like, what?
Yeah.
I liked Vanish.
Brad Pitt's character.
Even before you knew he was Brad Pitt.
Right.
It was just like
Just a fucking-
That's
nothing-
true.
There's nobody there.
That's true. They didn't even have to put Brad Pitt there. I still think it would have been memorable.
If the backpack just exploded.
Yeah, they didn't have to.
I still thought it was funny, Brad Pitt. Like they don't even show it. Like you see him. Like I was like, who's that? Like looks familiar. And then like I guess a minute or two later, when he's like walking down the street, you just see like some dude on fire.
Yeah.
His body's just on fire. So who had the best X-Force death? I'm still like Terry Crews. I think just funnier. You can hit the bus and he's
Yeah,
they're
it was
wheeling away in a stretcher.
Yeah, that one was good because it was the first one and it kind of hit you.
Yeah.
But honestly, just because it was Brad Pitt.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Because that was the rumor. It was the rumor that Brad Pitt was in the movie.
Uh-huh.
But you go watching the movie, you don't see him anywhere, and then it
vanishes.
finally
He's there the
then he
whole time.
fucking hits you. It's so, oh my god. It
You
was
know, someone's in the movie that we didn't notice.
Who?
That I didn't notice either.
Who?
He's in Thor Ragnarok as a cameo as well.
Oh, Stanley.
Nope.
Oh.
Matt Damon is apparently in this movie.
Oh yeah, he's the
Really?
the plane guy. Right?
He's the what?
He's-
Is he the pilot?
I think he was. The
I gotta
pilot.
read up on
Really?
this.
I think he was the pilot. Yeah.
I keep hearing that he was in the movie, but I don't remember ever seeing him.
Yeah.
And so now I'm confused.
Interesting.
I think he was the pilot. I'm not sure.
Nah, I wouldn't miss that.
I was looking for him too,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw Brad Pitt. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, Brad Pitt's here.
What'd you think of the Stanley cameo?
Oh, the little portrait.
Yeah,
the
the mural,
I
yeah.
I liked it because
But I couldn't get him in studio, so
yeah, that's why they really couldn't have him in studio because of his old age and what's
Yeah.
happening with him. I hope he does. I hope he's getting better and stuff.
Yeah.
But I thought it was just nice.
It was nice. It was disappointing to see.
Yeah,
not
I wish he
actual-
was obviously in
And
it, but
he was in the trailer. I was watching. He was in the remember like a long time back.
yeah.
So I guess.
so
good
that's
enough.
fine.
Yeah. But yeah, and I was a little disappointed not to see him in the movie, but it makes sense with all what's going on.
Mhm.
It's understandable.
With him personally.
Yeah,
it was-
it's understandable. So
Oh no, he's not the pilot.
who is he?
Do you know? Okay, do you remember the scene when Cable comes in and he goes to the rednecks?
Mm-hmm.
One of the rednecks is Alan Tudyk, and the other one's
Black
fucking
Tom.
Matt Damon.
Black Tom and all of them, right?
No, the pickup truck.
when he teleports.
Yeah.
When he teleports. Yeah.
Oh, the Terminator bootleg scene.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Holy shit, right?
Holy crap.
They have it all maked up and shit, and he's Alan
Wow.
Tudyk and fucking Matt Damon.
Holy shit.
Wow.
We never know. I would have never known that.
No,
would never
I was just
know.
reading that now. It's fucking
Oh
insane.
my god.
That's amazing.
Concealed beneath a wig, hat, and prosthetic makeup and fake beer belly.
So like
Matt Damon was the fat guy talking about.
I think so. Yeah.
Talking about eating like Huggies.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey man, they're pretty good. Yeah. No, but yeah, that was fucking him.
Wow.
Unbelievable. I had no
That's
idea. Because like when we left the movie and I got on the train and I was looking up stuff about the movie, it's like, well, what to talk about when we talk about it, and then I came across that, but I didn't go into reading it.
I didn't know that.
Fucking
Crazy.
because like when he's in Thor Ragnarok and it's clearly him. Like you could know it's him when he's wearing he's wearing like the the wig, the jet black wig, playing pretending to be Loki, and so. It's cool to see him there, but like, oh my god, they fucking hid him well.
Yeah.
Now, do you think Brad Pitt was actually in the movie, or did they just Photoshop his face in?
No, I think he was.
You think he was there?
Yeah.
He went in and he did like a day of shoots.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm curious if that's like I want to know that because if he did, then props and kudos to him.
I think so. That's what I want to believe too.
Because, like, you know, ever since Avengers came out, like that whole, like, you know, if the Avengers were made in the 90s, this would be your Avengers.
Yeah.
And he's, like, always put in as, like, Cap or something like that. Or something like that.
His Cap.
I think that's who he plays, or Hawkeye, or, you know, he's one of those. And,
One of those guys.
And DiCaprio is supposed to be...
Like Spider-Man or something.
Yeah,
Younger Spider-Man.
I can see that.
Some weird thing like that. And Tom Cruise is Iron Man. And
Yeah.
Have you ever seen like the old? I mean, say old Marvel movies. Like I've seen like bits and pieces on YouTube. Especially like it was an old Captain America.
Oh yeah.
Movie that came out in the '90s, just like really bad.
Yeah. I mean, you have
I think it was earlier than that.
Yeah.
Might have been earlier than that.
Earlier than
Much
yeah.
earlier than that.
Like, early
Yeah, it's all
90s.
bad.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the unreleased Fantastic Four movie from the 90s?
No.
Oh, you gotta see. There's a cut on YouTube. It is atrocious. It is so bad. It's technically like the third.
Really? Well, I was never
It's the
released.
there's
Is it a
four-
full movie?
I've never actually seen the whole thing. It might be like most of it or something.
Interesting.
It's pretty bad. Actually, probably one of my favorite jokes in this movie is when they allude to Cable's height.
Oh yeah.
Because they're like, oh, he's 5'11", but he's not really like that in the comics or whatever the fuck he
Yeah.
says.
How tall is he in the comics?
He's tall in the
I
comics.
guess he's a pretty big dude.
Yeah, he's tall in the comics. I guess because it's based off Josh Brolin, who's
He's a short. He's an average height guy. He's 5'11". Yeah.
5'11", yeah.
6 foot, you know.
Yeah.
So, that was a pretty funny joke. And then bringing back, I forget her name, but the old blind woman.
oh Big Al.
Yeah, she,
It's amazing.
you know, she steals the first movie, but like in this movie, she's used pretty nicely. And every time she points the gun, it's in the wrong location.
More subdued,
and
but she was still funny.
it's just nice.
Yeah.
It's just nice to see her have another.
Why is your hand so small again? That's not my hand. Oh.
Wow, letting an older woman play with your penis. My God, every man's dream.
You know what Joker liked in the beginning? You know what I liked in the beginning? When he has the Coke, and he like I didn't pick this up until I was like re-online. He puts the bag under his mask and he bashes his face.
Who fucking tights coke like that?
Jesus Christ.
Mike, I don't know if you noticed when the big villain came in,
Juggernaut?
how excited I was.
Yeah, you were pretty
Because
hyped.
when they
Verge of orgasm he was.
right, because there was always like throughout when the movie was being made, there was like hints to him possibly being in the movie, but I never like was never confirmed for me. It might have been confirmed, but it was never confirmed for me. And so when they showed the security room, and I was like, well, what big thing could be in there? The only thing
Right.
I could think of is like, you know, Hulk, Juggernaut, you know, things.
Apocalypse
giant,
or
yeah,
something.
but they're not going to have those things. So the only thing could be Juggernaut. So I'm like, oh, interesting. Maybe. And then later when they finally confirmed that it is him and he comes out and I fucking just
You were
went,
like, yes.
I pumped. Like, I went,
Oh,
yes. Like,
I have actually a story
He was
about
hyped,
that.
yeah.
I was so fucking excited.
and-
Because, you know, they ruined him in the last time. So might as well
guess.
Might as well do it.
See,
Juggernaut, bitch.
I love that line. I love that line.
It's a cool
though.
line,
such a
but it's
good
not
line.
him. Like, it's not. I don't feel like that's his character. So, like,
Oh, I was waiting for him to say it though.
no, because they
Person.
knew better. They fucking knew
No,
better.
get out of here, Peter, with your bullshit.
They knew
I
better.
get it. But it's I have an actually funny story about my experience when they showed Juggernaut on screen. So when I was in the theater when the movie was over, some guy, you know, he's a really a huge comic book nerd guy, and behind me, he was like telling his friend, "Oh, they did Juggernaut so dirty. That's not really how it would happen. You know, he's a demi-human. You know, he's like a demigod, so he doesn't, you know, he can't be affected by these things." And I'm just like, all right, bro. Like, I'm a huge comic book nerd myself, but it's Deadpool, so Deadpool can do literally anything and it'll work.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's his movie. They're not going to let fucking Juggernaut win. This isn't, you know, Avengers Infinity War.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
not a serious
Spoilers.
movie. But what is Juggernaut supposed to be? Like, it's just a big dude. It's just like a genetically
very
enhanced
strong-
big man
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
with the iron thing on his head.
The thing is that's because Xavier is his stepbrother. And
Yes, and I love when they mention that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and he's like, yeah, and he's in a wheelchair, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It made me so hyped. It made me so excited.
So I didn't even think they mentioned him.
They mentioned that. They go,
And, like,
he's in a wheelchair.
No, but like in like First Class or anything like that when they were
I
showing the
don't
original
remember.
or origin stories for them.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that movie in at least 3 years, so I don't know.
I don't know.
But the cool thing in this movie, they do allude to it.
Yeah, that was cool. And yeah, Juggernaut's just a really strong guy. A comic book background, he has like the powers of it. He's like Hercules type of shit.
Yeah. And the way
strength.
the way they killed him, I mean, I couldn't expect anything less than that. The guy next to us, the guy who Oh God, what a guy! But the guy that was sitting next to us, he was like, "Oh, come on!" Like he doesn't laugh throughout the whole movie, and then he gets mad about that
Killing the villain.
through his asshole.
I was so funny. Dude, they rip his pants.
Yeah.
Then they like shove the electric tube
Up his ass. Yeah, it's up his fucking asshole.
Fighting dirty.
What better way to kill him than that?
They didn't even kill him actually. If you notice at the end when they're
Oh,
walking
true. He's
away.
still shaking.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
so it's gonna take a lot to kill that guy. What a fucking way to die! You have a tube up your ass.
Magic power.
Wow. I guess that's the way I'm gonna go.
I guess it's the way you want to go.
I don't know who can do that for you.
Oh my God. So like, what else, man? I don't know what else to say about this movie.
And we didn't talk about the credit, end credit, mid credit scene.
Pretty solid. Okay, going into this movie, I kept hearing from everyone on Twitter that they're the greatest end credits of all time.
See, I'm not gonna say it's the greatest.
Pretty solid. They're pretty funny.
Funny as hell.
It's funny as fuck. But
I wouldn't say they're the greatest of all
Yeah.
time. I would have to watch every end credits to really get that idea.
yeah,
But when the movie ends, the first end credits,
when he gets the teleporter device.
right, when he gets it fixed, that was, whatever, cool.
Yeah.
We had some idea that it was going to get fixed because, I mean, that's a very powerful item and it's very important. So it's kind
And
of
he uses it too.
and he uses it,
Comics,
yeah. So of course he was going to get it fixed. The fact that they got it fixed so quickly was kind of like, I didn't know that was going to happen, but they put it to good use in the end credits, so it worked out. Did you expect that to happen?
No, I didn't. Honestly, I personally didn't think they were gonna go that route.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was just gonna be, all right, he got it, and then it's just gonna in the next movie, if they do it, he's just gonna be teleporting around stuff, right? But when they showed the end credits where he basically saves Vanessa, saves Peter, saves and then kills himself again. His actual self, Ryan Reynolds and stuff. That was
I was so
funny.
I mean,
funny.
saving Vanessa was clear.
Right.
We saw that coming.
Right.
Saving Peter, I mean,
No,
okay.
so with that one,
that was funny too. But
for that one, I think. Do you think he saved the rest of the team also?
I don't think he did.
No.
I think he just saved Peter.
no.
Okay.
Because he only he had more affection for Peter than the rest of the gang.
Also,
He knows.
at the end of the movie, that team walk was clearly done to let you know that this is the future team. And then Peter's Peter's probably should be a clerical dude, and he's just gonna be,
If there was a third movie, yeah.
yeah, he's gonna be like Dupinder. He's just gonna do all the office work probably.
Because he did say, he was like, I'm gonna protect you, baby bird.
Yeah, so like that. But the fucking I heard that there was a Wolverine appearance, but I didn't know it was gonna be in the end credits. You know, and that was fucking.
That
cool.
was unexpected.
Yeah,
That was slightly necessary. Let's be honest. That he kills himself twice.
Kills the old Deadpool.
And the young Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
getting the fucking contract to the script. the
Green
script.
Lantern puts a hole in his head.
Why couldn't that have happened? Actually,
No.
why you like that movie?
I
Wow. I guess we got to do a whole fucking episode about why you like shit movies. Jeez.
I'm not saying I didn't like it.
I like
I'm
the
not,
look
I'm not
of
gonna.
the movie.
They could have done a lot more.
Yeah.
Right. That's all I'm gonna say is they could have done a lot
I
more.
like
I'm not
the
gonna say-
look of certain characters.
Right.
Like they did a really good job of making me go, "Oh, this feels like a comic." What the fuck is Pat? What is happening? Is the world ending? What the fuck is flying over us? Yep. Nice
This will live by-
military flyover.
This will live by a military.
That was fucking random.
This podcast is being recorded near a military base.
Oh
FYI.
my god. It is actually. For those that you don't know, we're not in my house today. We're in the Votto residence. Michael Votto. We're at his house. And so he's letting us record in his little cute kitchen. We might actually send pictures out and put it on the Facebook page. We're not too sure. We might.
You're not gonna find where I live.
Well, no. Just the table and show them the cute setup that is. What I mean, wow. I guess our guys don't like having pictures of them being online,
Pretty much.
even though there's like a ton of us already on the page.
Take those down.
But anyway, so that was a Mike. Did it even make sense to you? Because I don't think you even seen those two movies.
I haven't seen. I have not seen those two movies, but it did make sense to me because I've seen them. I've seen the YouTube clips, and I've seen like the old Deadpool, and kind of how he was like the character. They pretty much bastardized the character.
Oh.
So I know from experience, like from watching. This guy's eating chips.
What the fuck are you doing? Anyway.
Why'd you do that, Antonio?
Reading the flow.
That's you.
I don't believe it.
All right, anyway,
All right, go ahead.
No, one of my favorite moments is that the reference they did is, so if you ever seen X-Men Origins, right? Ryan Reynolds was Wade Wilson in that movie. Does a really cool slow motion like sword slicing up all the bullets, right?
Yeah.
And then in Deadpool, he does a very homage to that, but he fucks up a lot.
He gets shot.
He gets shot. So I thought that was really cool.
like,
They changed the line though. Do you remember that in the trailer? It was, "Wow, your bullets move really fast," and in the movie, it was, "Ouch." that was like, oh man, I wish that first line was in the movie. It worked much better. But yeah, he does do that cool homage. That disgusting Deadpool look in Origins, and then good thing it's
What was
gone.
up with that? I've never seen the movie. I've seen the clip.
Was their way of just
Why would you have
doing
no
the character
mouth?
like
Yeah,
that?
why do you have no mouth?
I don't know. It's fucking stupid. So anyway, I feel like we discussed the movie enough. Don't you think? I feel like we're done. We're solid. Fuck this movie.
I don't think we discussed it enough. You didn't like it.
No, I love this movie a lot. But I mean, I like this movie a lot. I don't love it. So my big gripe is that this movie, it has some jokes that really work, and some jokes that just don't land as hard.
Yeah.
Land as good as I expected them to land. Like in the first movie. The first movie, I think, is a masterpiece of a film. It's not top, whatever in comic book history, but it is a fucking amazing first Deadpool movie, especially if you know anything about the character.
No, I agree.
This movie, it hits all the right things. It just, I guess I was expecting way too much. Maybe that's what it was.
I was satisfied. I think I don't really see anything where I was disappointed. I mean, like I said, some of the plots, maybe like the romance thing, and then maybe with Russell were a little flat, maybe to me.
Right.
But I think all the humor kind of hit. Say 90% of the jokes. I know there's a lot of things that probably like little Easter eggs that flew over my head, but for the majority, I'd say 90% of the jokes I got.
Yeah, of course.
It's understood. Yeah.
I honestly I love this movie. I think it's like the perfect sequel for it. That's my personal opinion. I think most of the jokes landed for me, and XForce was just like that whole XForce thing was just amazing. The whole like Domino was just amazing. Ryan Reynolds was obviously amazing.
All the actors and actresses were fantastic.
They're fantastic. Josh Brolin was
Acting was
amazing.
great.
And
Josh Brolin is God.
yeah, he's Thanos, and every time he showed up, I was like, every time he started speaking in like his deeper voice, I kept picturing one doesn't enjoy balancing the universe type of things. So I thought that was cool.
Rockin' body for a 51-year-old, though.
True.
Holy
He was
crap.
pretty ripped.
Oh, my God. Good for him. And his mom is Barbara Streisand. I mean, well, his stepmother.
Really?
So, yeah.
Really? I know
His
that.
dad married her years ago. But like, what a great family there. But the movie's pretty solid. I would have to give this movie a. Well, you're gonna wait until Antonio gives his review.
Oh, really?
His number.
My
Antonio,
number?
What do you have?
It's a 9.
9 out of 10, and Mr. Michael Bottom.
I'll give it 9 too.
I give it a 7.9.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
not a bad score. It's an 8.
not- yeah,
It's essentially today.
It's
an
almost great.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't fail on it.
It's very
It still
good.
passes. Like that's another thing. Fucking people out
Why
there.
don't we do it by a 5 scale? Like a real.
Hold on. People
like-
out there that are just like, you really liked the movie, but then you gave it a 7. Well, I still like it. Like, it didn't fail.
Yeah, you didn't give it like a 6.
When I give it a 5 or less,
5, yeah.
like, I mean, it's still fucking passed. So shut up. 7.9. That's where Deadpool 2 is at. Oh, my God. I just want to thank you guys so much for listening to this episode, but I also want to thank everyone that actually checked out the Avengers Infinity War episode. Thank you guys so much for letting our first episode of being actually back together as a group hit the numbers that it hit. Just keep liking our Facebook page. Keep sharing the stuff that we share. Keep letting everybody know about us. Let us know and, like us and tweet us out on Twitter at Facts Not Included. Email us at factsnotincluded@gmail.com. If you can, just, wherever you listen to your podcast. I don't know where people listen to podcasts. That's why this podcast is almost everywhere. It's on iTunes. It's getting on Spotify very soon. If anything, maybe this episode is on Spotify. Podcast Addict, Podbean is where we're at factsnotincluded.podbean.com. I don't know. Just check us out, just keep sharing this really cool experiment that is Facts Not Included. I had a lot of fun with this episode. What about you guys?
It's great.
Pretty chill.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.